US's direct involvement in the Israel-Iran war has drawn mixed reaction across the globe. While Israel lauded Trump's decision, the United Nations called for de-escalation. Russia has condemned the attacks. The Kremlin has announced that President Vladimir Putin has no plans to speak to his US counterpart, but added that a call can be arranged quickly. Russia has called the US action irresponsible and a gross violation of international law. In a statement, the Russian Foreign Ministry said, quote, "It is already clear that a dangerous escalation has begun, fraught with further undermining of regional and global security." Then, in a series of posts on social media platform X, Dmitry Medvedev, deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, questioned what the United States had accomplished with its strikes and warned that several countries are now ready to supply Iran with their own nuclear warheads. China, too, condemned the United States airstrikes through its state media and warned that Washington may be repeating past strategic mistakes. Beijing said a measured diplomatic approach, prioritizing dialogue over military confrontation, offers the best hope for stability in the Middle East. America's allies, France and the United Kingdom, have both said they were not involved in the planning of the strikes. French President Emmanuel Macron has urged Iran to resume diplomatic talks after holding talks with the Saudi Crown Prince and the Sultan of Oman to review the developments. The UK, meanwhile, has backed the US airstrike. Prime Minister Keir Starmer called on Iran to return to negotiations, saying the country's nuclear program was a grave threat to international security.
We've long had concerns about the Iranian nuclear program and been very clear that Iran cannot have a nuclear weapon. The US has now taken action to alleviate that threat. It is important that we now de-escalate the situation, stabilise the region, and get the parties back around the table to negotiate. And I've been speaking with international leaders this morning to that.
Meanwhile, the Philippines has called for de-escalation and a return to peaceful dialogue. This as the number of Filipinos injured by Iranian retaliatory missile attacks on Israel rose to 8. More than 100 Filipino activists held a protest in Manila to condemn the US bombing of 3 Iranian nuclear sites. Egypt, too, has denounced the escalation, warning that the US attack on Iran's nuclear facilities could have dangerous regional repercussions. Egypt's foreign ministry urged against, quote, the danger of the region slipping into further chaos and tensions and called for a return to political solutions and diplomatic talks.